Assalamu alaikum, Suhaib.
Salam, Suhail bhai. How are you? How was your week?
Good, Alhamdulillah. So it's been 2 weeks since we last spoke. So, yeah, few things have happened in life, work, uh, our apartment plans, and other stuff. We'll discuss it in time. How was your week? I mean, last 2 weeks, let's say. Mm-hmm.
Last 2 weeks were good. Getting into the groove of things of me and Alia have
Hmm.
how we manage work and distribute the baby-related tasks between each other over the week. So, coming up with a system to
Hmm.
see how we can best get some time for ourselves as well as, pitch in.
Yeah. How's Iman doing? How's she treating you guys? Let's say.
She's thriving. She's thriving. She's just growing. She's having some preferences when it comes to food now.
Oh,
She doesn't want the vegetables. She wants the pancakes,
uh-huh.
those kind of things.
A bit sweet stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the pancakes. Apparently, I was putting a lot of bananas in the pancakes. That's why she was more into it. So I should lessen the amount of pancakes. Sorry, bananas in the pancakes.
Okay. That's not surprising. Bananas are like sweet, and sweet is always good to have for all kids. Even with Hudaya, she loves her lollipop. So she randomly remembers lollipop and she'll ask for it. Good, bro.
Busy.
Good. Yeah. So for me, in terms of work, so last week actually was very busy. Like I went to the office 4 days in the week because like my manager was here. So I thought best to go to the office every day. So bit of a commute, but that was okay. And I was busy, but it's the good busy, like you're busy doing stuff, taking care of things, and a lot of, let's say, I mean, our main objective is to not lose a lot of money and not give out underwriting or loans to people who cannot pay back. So, two fraud cases happened, not last week, but let's say we were working on them last week and we were busy dealing with them. And it was good actually working with my manager physically after so long. He's quite senior, yeah, so he's been in this field for more than a decade and a half, yeah, since 2007 2008. He has a lot of experience coming in, so a lot of things that I have learned from him and still learning from him, not just about technical things but also how to, let's say, the people skills, the managing part of things. At certain level the technical skills become, I would say, very of less relevance than, you know how to deal with people, how to assign tasks, and those become important. It was nice having him. Good learning experience.
Great. So yeah, he's from Dubai or is a
So he's a Russian. He's fully remote. He works from Serbia, Belgrade, and he was there in the office last week.
oh
So all
nice.
our conversations generally are on Zoom or on Slack for text. Yeah. So it was nice having him. One thing I've realized is, so if you remember, I mentioned our CRO quit. Yeah. It's been more than a month now since actually more than 2 months now since she is not responsible. And it feels like he has, let's say, it feels to me like my manager. So she was his manager. Yeah. So it feels like my manager, he is a bit more free right now to do the things the way he wants to do. I mean, the objective is the same, the end goal is the same, but the way you do it, it depends on individual to individual. Just a second, Suhaib. Just Suhaib, I'll be back. Just a second.
Okay.
Hey, sorry, bro. Um, sorry, something urgent came up. We were talking about, yeah, my manager and this one. So you're muted, by the way. it feels to me like he has grown out, and it has also freed him, and I'm a bit more clear on what is expected of me. So that is also, let's say, help me in the work and the way to do things. And like these are the things I've never thought about before, like, manager and how things are and all that. But yeah, new things I'm learning every day. How's it for you
Nice.
to work?
It's good. Recently, I went to the co-working space just to get a feel of the office environment again. Pretty good. So what we do is 3 days of the week, Alia goes to office,
Hmm.
and 3 days of the week I go. Rest of the time, um, we share the responsibilities.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's tough. Startup and big.
It is. Baby with anything is tough. Baby in general is tough. With startup, I think it is even more, yeah, responsibilities. And like you
Yeah,
mentioned, you do 3 days and Alia does 3 days. Is there a day where you're both outside home, or you're doing like on Saturday as well?
Saturday as well.
Okay, cool. Got it. Yeah, that
So
helps, I
let's
feel,
see.
to focus at home. You can get easily distracted and not be able to focus for long hours. So I think going to a co-working space helps you focus more for sure.
Yeah, and yeah, a lot of bugs in our platform.
Hmm.
It's really getting difficult to just squash them. Like the more bugs come, the more we try to. I don't know how it. You have to have some kind of you know um, testing infrastructure in place. A lot of startups don't do until very late, but you know, right now we should. I think.
Mm. Like, are they like major bugs or like some inconvenient?
No, most of them are minor, but some are major.
Okay, okay, cool, bro, cool. And something else happened actually last week at work. This is my first time. So this is the first time me, let's say, terminating the contract for somebody. So it was not an easy experience to let go of somebody. He was not performing for the role. He was aware of it. Like, I told him around a month or so back, more than a month back, that his performance is not where it is, and basically what are the points he needs to improve on. And then I had a conversation with him 2 weeks back, again saying that it's not going where it wants to be, and I didn't see any improvements, so we had to let him go. And this was the first time, like in my life, I had this conversation. It was not an easy one, but he made it
Mm.
easy. Yeah, because it was not like out of the blue, like, sorry, we are terminating. It was building up to it. We are not where you are not where we want you to perform. And luckily he took it well, and I think he got the hint from the first conversations, so he took contacted his previous job and he got that job also back. So all's well in the end of the day. Yeah, I don't know. Have you ever been in this situation about terminating somebody due to performance issues?
No, not in our startup recently. But
Okay.
yeah, maybe I should also start looking deeper into these things. Right now, people have been performing well, but I
Mm.
think there have been some quality, not in terms of commitment, but quality of work is not there. So
Hmm.
that's something we need to keep a look at.
Hmm. Yeah. I've faced this issue. Yeah. Like, I mean, quality of work, for example, for us, it's mainly analytics. So the quality of the analytics you perform, because we take decisions based on the analytics. And if the analytics quality is not good, we might take the wrong decisions, or let's say not the optimal decisions. And
Mm.
what has helped, I don't know if it can help in your situation, is to put systems in place to make sure the quality always is good. Like one of the quality issues we had, for example, is the data source where they get it from was not clean enough. So the data they were working with itself to make the decisions, the source itself was not clean. So we put the system in place that, okay, we will all use one data source and we maintain it regularly. like the things that we might require in the analysis. So this has helped. I don't know if this like translates to your work.
Yeah, it does. It does. We need to keep some systems, before you merge any code. These are the things that you should check, and you
Mm.
should some automations we can do. In analytics world, it might be not that easy, but in software development, it is quite the
Mm.
practice to do.
Yeah, something you can look into. So Suhaib, how's the book going? The Final Empire.
It's good. It's good. The world building is pretty good. The magic systems, as you mentioned,
Mm.
um, you know. But I don't think this guy Brandon Sanderson can write characters pretty well. He can do the world building very well, the overarching story, but each character is not that, you know. For example, I thought like anytime the romance between the main characters come, it's cringe. I feel it's a bit the way they talk and discuss. It doesn't match with their personality. So
Hmm.
maybe also I feel that the audiobook, right? Uh, it doesn't let everything be fully in your imagination.
Yeah, that's true.
The way they talk, the tone of the voice, things like that, it gives a bit of their own,
Yeah.
bias.
Yeah, the voice actor's bias is added, or the narrator's bias is added. So you don't form those dialogues in your mind. It's spelled out for you, like the tone, the intonations, they matter as well. I agree. That's one of the things with audiobook. Like it's more of there is less, let's say, things happening in your head than when you purely read it. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. But second book I'm reading, the first part of the second book is totally a drag. The politicking and the relationship between the main characters. Second book, sorry.
Let me
That guy
remember.
becomes the
Ah,
king,
okay. Yes, yes.
and whatever happens between him and her, it's totally like
Hmm.
there's nothing lore happening. What's going on. What is the overarching powers that are happening. Like
Hmm.
those discussions have just been taken a backseat. It's just about how the characters feel in the moment. Am I anxious? Am I a good king? Am I in love with him? Is he in love with? Oh, like okay,
Yeah. I mean, it can be a drag at certain points. That's true. Yeah. My favorite work of his is Stormlight Archive. So if you finish this, that would be like it's better than this, I would say for sure. This is actually also quite old if you think about it. One of his first books. So he was not the best. I mean, not his first books. Let's say first books that got published, Mistborn era. So good. So did you enjoy the book overall? The first book,
yeah. The first book was pretty good. Second book till now has been
going
like, I
slow.
think I'm halfway through, but it's nothing is happening.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Even for me, I feel like second book was not my favorite. It would be least amongst the three. That's what I would feel like. Yeah. Hmm. It's good. Good. So I am reading the same series, by the way. So I am. So as I mentioned, so this is first era, Mistborn era 1. There is era 2, which happens like 300, 350 years after this. And the main characters are, I mean, of course, the main characters are all totally different. The magic system and everything is different, same, but it's set in a different era. So here in this, there are horses and other stuff. This is more like a Victorian setting, let's say. And there are guns and other stuff. It's good. Good. I'm enjoying it. So the last book on Mistborn Era 2 was released in 2022. So quite recent. I'm,
Era 3 is also there.
no, I haven't heard of any plans, but there's no Era 3 books released yet. Yeah.
So he's saying the whole universe will end in when he's 72.
Huh. That is like the overall plans in this thing. in the whole like Cosmere setting. That involves this Mistborn series, the Stormlight Archives. Then there is Elantris, and then there is like around 7, 8 more planets. Yeah, these are all different planets in the Cosmere. So Cosmere is like, let's say, the universe or something like that. His universe that he's created. He calls it Cosmere.
Intense. Good. I like
Hence,
it. It's a good mode of reading a book.
yeah, it's less effort than picking up a book and reading. I enjoy it, so I listen to it mainly during my commute. So it's like a nice listen at that time. Yeah, bro. One thing I want to also talk about is how my swimming is going. So I think this weekend I went for a swim. If you remember, like I do 1 kilometer swims, and I time it, yeah, without stop. And I started with around 22, 23 minutes, then slowly came down to 21, etc. So this week I had my best time yet. So it was sub 20, and I felt very proud about it. So it was 19 and I think 40 or something, 35, 40. So felt very good about it. I'm not sure what caused this. I think I'm getting the technique better and better. It's just about that. I don't think my endurance can increase this quickly. It's just a better technique.
Yeah, might be.
Feels good when
Good.
achieve something like this. Yeah. So by pace, it is less than 2 minutes per 100 meters. Yeah, that's always nice to do. How's your workout routine and everything going?
Non-existent. It's just walking.
Hmm.
That's the way it is. So wanting
But
to get back to it.
what about food?
Food is okay. Putting the calories, keeping it low. Weight is at like 88, 89. Just hovering
Hmm.
over there. But I think I need to cut back more food,
Yeah.
or I'm not calculating it properly. So more strictness when it comes to the
Hmm.
calculations, the measuring.
Okay. Okay. If you are like cutting calories, I would recommend do some I mean, I know it's not easy to do, but some workout. Else you'll start feeling a bit weak as well, and you'll start looking weak as well if you just lose, let's say, weight through calorie cutting, because you lose muscle mass as well. So better, I mean, if you can, better do it with. If not, even without that, like just calorie cutting. It helps a lot. Yeah.
How's your calorie cutting going? How much are you eating per day?
So my target is around 1650, 700, sorry, 1700 calories per day. Yeah. And I try to get in more protein, as much protein as possible. That's my goal. I don't have like a very strict goal right now for the macros, but the calorie I try to maintain and avoid a lot of carb food like sugar and other stuff as well. In case I'm having sugar, very low portions. That's how I'm planning. Yeah, bro. So next week I'll be traveling to Qatar. If you're aware of this, yeah, to let's say explore
Saudi
some,
Arabia.
yeah, some business opportunities with dad. See how it goes. Let's see. I mean, there's a lot of talk about Saudi. What do you say? There's a lot of business opportunities, a lot of job opportunities opening up in Saudi. It's a lot of money, let's say, to be made. So I think it's a good move. Dubai and
And your
Abu Dhabi.
company is also has a base in Saudi, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Tabby.
Company's headquarters officially is in Saudi Riyadh. So yeah, Tabby's, let's say, three-fourths of its revenue and volume is in Saudi. So Saudi is pretty massive for Tabby.
Good. Good. I think it's a good thing to venture there. I think, it's inspiring to see dad
Hmm.
to do this. It's I'm always a bit hesitant when dad comes and gives me suggestion, but then, it makes sense. And, it takes one person to, do something that is, uncomfortable, that might seem uncomfortable, and, show the way. So, yeah, I think it'll be a good.
Yeah. I
and
think so. And
inspired.
I have a good feeling about it. Like everybody I speak to, they have a good feeling about it. So looks good. Inshallah, it will be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yeah. And how's Bangalore nowadays? I've heard like the weather is not the best in Bangalore.
What have you heard?
Like it's humid. I don't know if that's the truth or it
Yeah,
was
for the
similar
past
some.
couple of days it's been hot, but overall it's still pleasant, I would say. But you wouldn't feel like going outside at all because of the dust and the traffic. That's
Hmm.
always been there. But yeah, today it's been hot. So the changing weather patterns also causing people to fall sick as well. So I fell sick twice. So the past couple of months, Iman was had a cold. Alia also fell sick. I know a lot of people who fell sick because of the changing weather patterns.
Hmm.
So rain was good this time around. It was satisfactory level of rains.
Good.
But yeah, I think we're going into the winter. It'll be drier and drier. So I think people need to moisturize well.
Yeah, that's true. True. Yeah, even over here, like moisturizer and sunscreen, if you don't do it and go out, it's gonna cause a lot of issues. Like in the short term, not a lot maybe, but in the, let's say, near long term, like in a month or two, you'll start getting rashes or something. So sunscreen is a must if you're going in the sun. Yeah. So Suhaib, I wanted to talk about something. Forgot what it was. I don't know. I can't recollect it at this moment. Yeah. No worries. Maybe something not so important, probably. What was it? Ah, yes. We are planning to change apartments. So, our current owner, so she's basically like she doesn't want to renew and other stuff. And she's talking that she might want to move in. She's not being clear. She's being very vague about, what her requirement is. And what do you say? So, she's like, you have to move out, and we are looking for apartment over here, and we found in the same community and very similar price as well. So we're thinking about taking it, but there's an issue about, let's say, how many payments we need to make. So he's asking for one single payment, which is generally difficult to do. So let's see how it goes. But the apartment, we checked it out, all good. Yeah, so we've been moving
Yeah, one single
towards it.
payment. Try to keep the leverage on your side as much as.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, as long as you rent, it's a hassle. So what about buying a place? Is it like expensive? Any kind of place to be?
Yeah, it's way expensive. Like, first of all, like the down payments itself, like in this community, for example, there's nothing close by over here. So over here, it starts at around 1.8, 1.6, 1.8 million dirhams. N- The, there's no way we have that kind of money with us right now. So it will be mortgaged. And for mortgage, what do you say? The down payment itself generally starts at 20%, 16% in some cases, so 20%. So that amount also is quite sizable. So if you think about it, around 300 to 350,000 dirhams. And on top of that, there'll be some fees involved. So it'll come to around 400,000 dirhams. So I don't know if you if you know in rupees or if you want it, but it's quite the amount. And it'll be difficult for us to, do this kind of a deal. So buying is not possible. Yeah, inshallah, let's see.
Yeah,
Right now, this apartment, we'll see what we can do.
cool. Yeah, moving is very difficult. So when are you moving?
Soon, I think, like maybe end of this month or beginning next month, somewhere there. At max, middle next month. So in a month, within a month.
So doesn't the
Yeah, 2 months. So she came to us around 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks back. And that's the 2 month buffer. That's all.
okay,
Yeah.
cool.
All right, bro. That's all from my side. That's all from me. Hopefully, see you next week then.
Yeah, we'll have more things to talk about Saudi and maybe hopefully more things. Yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully, Soeb, you go for a workout. I think you should just go for like 10 minutes and come back. So it will just put in that, you know, let's say a start to the journey of better health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think I will.
Yeah. Next time we talk, maybe you tell me I did go to the gym, or I don't know, go for a run or something, or swim, something. Yeah.
Once.
Okay. See you. Bye. Don't leave yet.